Have you ever wondered, why are there so many Christian denominations? Catholic, Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal, Presbyterian, Lutheran, non-denominational, and the list goes on. So the question becomes, if Christianity is based on the same Bible, why are there so many different groups? Let's slow down. Because the existence of denominations can look confusing from the outside. Some people assume it means Christianity is divided beyond repair. Others think it proves no one really knows the truth, but the reality is more complex. First, it helps to understand what a denomination actually is. A denomination is simply a branch within Christianity that shares certain theological views, traditions, or forms of church leadership. They are different families within the same larger faith. And despite their differences, most Christian denominations agree on the central foundations of Christianity, that there is one God, that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, that salvation comes through Him, and that the Bible is authoritative, so the core message is often shared. The differences usually appear in secondary issues. Things like, how should churches be governed? How should baptism be practiced? What role do spiritual gifts play today? How should certain passages of Scripture be interpreted? These questions have led different groups to organize in different ways. But history also plays a role. Some denominations formed during major events like the Protestant Reformation, when reformers challenged practices within the medieval church. Others developed later as Christians tried to apply biblical teachings to new cultures, new societies, and new questions. So part of the diversity comes from historical developments. Another part comes from something very human: interpretation. Christians believe the Bible is inspired, but human beings are the ones reading, studying, and interpreting it. And sometimes sincere believers reach different conclusions on certain topics. But here's something important. Not every difference is a division of faith. Some differences are simply differences of emphasis. One church may emphasize structured liturgy, another may emphasize spontaneous worship. One may highlight tradition, another may highlight personal experience. Different styles, different expressions. Same central message. In fact, diversity within Christianity can sometimes reflect the reality that the faith has spread across cultures, languages, and continents. What a church looks like in Nigeria may feel different from one in Korea or Brazil or the United States. But the heart of the gospel can still remain the same. Now, that doesn't mean division is ideal. Jesus prayed that his followers would be united. Christians themselves often wrestle with how to pursue unity while still holding convictions. So the existence of denominations raises an important reflection. Are these differences barriers, or simply different ways of expressing the same faith? Some see them as unnecessary divisions. Others see them as diversity within a shared belief. But either way, the central claim of Christianity has remained remarkably consistent for 2,000 years. That Jesus Christ is Lord, and that through Him, people can be reconciled to God. So maybe the real question isn't just, why are there so many denominations? Maybe the deeper question is, do these differences change the heart of the message? Or do they simply reflect the many ways people organize and express their faith? So let me ask you, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments and follow for more.